Signs that women are highly interested in you. Leave a like on the video, my love, and if you are new to the channel, subscribe to receive new advice. Do this to help the channel continue to grow. Leaving a like is all I ask as a gift. We all know that flirting plays a huge role in the dating scene. When we go out on dates, it's a given that some level of flirting would be initiated, either by the man or the woman. It's often a cause of frustration for our singles out there actively seeking a partner, either for short-term or long-term relationships. It would probably have done us lots of good if flirting was taught at school. Obviously, that is not the case, so we have to learn this skill all on our own. Yikes! The good news though is that this video was created to help you spot the signs when someone's flirting with you. Like and subscribe. They are looking extra beautiful. Women are always beautiful. They try their hardest to look good. The thing is, where it draws the line when someone is flirting with you is when they get extra beautiful whenever you guys are hanging out together. She would try to look even better than normal, wear the type of clothing that emphasizes the curves of her body, and even the type of color that they know would keep your eyes glued to them. It wouldn't be an exaggeration if they would go out of their way and literally out of their bedrooms to go shopping for clothes specifically to stand out. Anything that would make them stand out in your eyes, they would do because they want to get your attention. Men are very visual, and women are very much aware of this fact, so they are going to use this to their advantage. So watch out when they are being extra beautiful. Maintaining a close proximity with you. Always, gents, keep in mind that a woman would stay distant from you if they do not like you or don't feel comfortable around you. But now, let's reverse this. A woman who stays close to you physically is a good indication that she likes the feeling of having you around. When you are walking side by side, you might even notice that your shoulders, your arms, or your knuckles on your hands are almost touching each other. Another good example is when she is laughing at your jokes. It might not even be that funny, but she would laugh and touch your arm with her hand. Does she really have to touch your arm when she finds something funny? Not at all. But does she do it? Yes, because it's her subtle way of communicating with you that she enjoys her time with you, and that she could also be communicating that, I am very much flirting with you right now, by touching your arm. Making you jealous. Here's the thing, women love feeling important, regardless if the two of you are friends or just getting acquainted. They want to know where they stand. We want to know how much we are having an impact on you and whether our actions do really face you at all. And what does this have to do with making men jealous, you're asking? Well, making you jealous is one way for us to determine whether you're feeling something towards us, even just the slightest of attraction. If she tries showing off another guy in front of you, maybe she's telling you about how great he is, how fun he is to be around, she's tempting to see how doing this is gonna make you feel. Maybe she's been dropping hints here and there that you do not seem to notice, or maybe you're choosing to not listen to. Now, a woman will try and test the waters to see how you feel, without her having to ask you directly if you like her. There are women who get too shy to ask, which can often lead to things that may seem a bit contradicting to how they feel. Initiating the chats or the text messages. Have you been chatting online a lot? Maybe she's been sending you tons of selfies. And does she say good morning first? If you are attracted to someone, you would really love to get to know that person and you want to keep in touch with them because being with them makes you feel good. So, even though you two may not be together frequently, you still find time to chat to each other and give updates on each other's daily activities. And while chatting may seem friendly, a frequent exchange of selfies between the two of you is something that friends don't really do that often. Because when was the last time she sent you a selfie? If it's within the last 48 hours, she's trying to flirt with you, especially if the selfies can be quite provocative. Honestly, I would be surprised if you would miss this hint. Always being available. Do you often feel like she's always available for you when you ask her out for casual dinner? It doesn't take her too long to decide and respond with a yes. Or maybe she's not available for a certain date and time, but she tries to rearrange that and lets you know that she can reschedule it for another day so that she doesn't appear that she doesn't care about you. Women, just like you, are usually either busy with their career or personal lives, and juggling personal matters and entertaining a guy is a lot to handle. So, if you have been sensing that she seems to carve out time just to be with you, even for a casual hangout, then you can take this as a sign that she is subtly flirting with you. Complimenting you. Between a man and a woman in a friendship, compliments are not really thrown around that much, probably during, say, a special occasion. You would feel it's a nice thing to tell a person, you look amazing today, or, well done for what you did, I'm so proud. However, if it's between a man and a woman getting to know each other, and they are on the cusp of flirting with each other, then you might find yourself getting showered by compliments from her. Now, compliments may hugely vary, but it can range from your physical looks to your career choice and the values and principles that you hold. Whatever the case is, if she gives you praises more than necessary, then she might be trying to tell you something much more than what's actually on the surface. Liking your social media posts. If you use social media and you see her liking all your posts, even the old ones, I don't see any reason why she would do that other than having the hots for you. Because why would she do this? She is showing you that she has been thinking about you, and since you cannot meet each other at the moment, she would prefer to go onto your profile and scroll through those posts. If she's feeling brave, she will like it. Some women may get a little bit embarrassed about liking your posts, but if she has been viewing your stories, then it's another thing you have to keep in mind. The way she looks at you, it would be clear to see when a woman has zero interest in a man. One way to find out is if she avoids meeting his eyes. Women love staring at things and people that they find beautiful and attractive. Have you seen the way women look at dresses in clothing boutiques? Or how about the way they look at a cute puppy or a kitten? In a similar way, women would look at a guy that they find attractive. Through maintaining eye contact, they simply cannot take their eyes off you, and if they make no effort in hiding the fact that they are doing this, they want to let you know that they are indeed flirting with you. These signs can easily disguise themselves as friendly ways of showing affection towards a man, which, does make them a little bit harder to spot. You need to have a good pair of eyes to notice if she has been acting weirdly, but in a good way, whenever you guys hang out together. You also have to make sure that at least a good number of these signs are present before you conclude that she indeed is flirting with you. So give it time, and maybe one by one, you will see each sign manifesting right in front of you. Just make sure that your eyes are wide open when she is finally stepping up to flirt with you. And another tip, you can ask her directly. That's the surest way of knowing whether she is into you or not, and if she's being super friendly or really just enjoying your company and hoping things can go to the next level. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. How to make a woman want you sexually. Guide to building her interest and sexual attraction. Often, men think that they know exactly what women want, men in sports cars, with big houses, a big wallet, and a bad boy attitude. This might be what the ladies want in movies, but not in real life. It's very different. To know what a lady wants, you need to understand what you need to do to make her want you sexually. Imagine if you knew the secret formula to do this, the one that tells you exactly what women want sexually. The formula would let you know exactly what you need to do to get a woman to fall into your arms. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's not. It's as easy as being mindful of your own behavior and adopting steel-proof boundaries. Want to know some more? Well, don't move an inch. Like and subscribe. Let her know that you value yourself. Women respect a man a lot more when they know that they value themselves. Women are naturally drawn to confident guys, and to be confident, you normally need to value yourself first. How do you show a woman that you value yourself, though? Well, you show her by having your own purpose and showing her that you are not afraid to take charge and go after everything that you want in life. You should have your own opinions but be respectful of hers. You have what is called the dominant energy, which means you are always polite, but you don't shy away from saying what you think. Now, to a lady, this screams success, stability, strength, and happiness, which, once they have found in someone, well, they will keep coming back for more. Banter and teasing. Having banter with a girl and teasing her a little helps to build that sexual tension between you both. This is obviously something you need if you want a woman to want you sexually. You need to make sure to always be respectful and not cross a line, but also show her that you are able to be funny around her. Girls want guys that make them laugh and that they can be flirty with, so show her this side of you, and she will definitely want you. Women want to be slightly challenged when they are interacting with guys, they don't want it to be easy, which is why they like to be teased and why they admire the bad boys. You can say something along the lines of, "Are you flirting with me?" and then wink, turn around, and walk away. These are all sly ways of showing her that you like her and you want to take things a little bit further. Build an emotional connection. Guys often view sex as just sex. To girls, though, it's something that requires trust between two people. They are less willing to have one-night stands or sex with someone that they don't really know, whereas men are much more likely to do this. So, if you want to win a woman over sexually, then you need to build an emotional connection with her. That means getting vulnerable, asking her questions about herself, and then listening to those answers. If you can show her that she can be vulnerable around you, and you can build an emotional connection together, she is more likely to build trust in you and want to get physical. You need to make sure that it is a genuine emotional connection, though, because girls can really see straight through this type of thing. You need to flirt. Making a lady want you sexually is so much more than simply just flirting, but you still have to do it. The best flirting happens in private, so try and get her alone before you start. If you don't flirt, then she might start to just see you as a friend, and you don't want to end up in that friend zone. So, try to pull her away from her friends if she's with them, and turn up the flirting. Remember, great flirting starts with a good, unique compliment. Don't be too clingy. It's nice that you like her, and you want to spend time with her, but you need to remember not to be too clingy. It's not something that she will be attracted to because it will make you look desperate. Remember that she is not your girlfriend yet, she is someone that you want to win over, so you need to put that best foot forward. Show her that you are interested in her, but don't turn into someone who's acting clingy or possessive. This tip's very important. Give her space to miss you. Sticking to that theme of being clingy, you need to give her space to miss you. When you guys are not together, you want her to be thinking about you because that is what helps build that sexual tension. So, try not to be texting her and phoning her all the time. You need to let her take the lead and text you sometimes. She should also be the one to sometimes arrange the dates and not just leave it all up to you. Basically, you want to give her some of your attention, but you want her to give you some back. Just take a few steps back, and don't think that if you are not texting her 24/7, that she will find another person, because the truth is, she's probably thinking about you anyway. Create a sexual atmosphere at the very beginning. A great way to test the water and see how she really feels is to mention sex and see how she reacts. She might blush, brush it off, or even ask you to not mention it again. At least then you know where she stands, and you need to know if you guys are on the same page, right? This also shows her from the very beginning that you want more than a friendship, that you want to date her and have a sexual relationship with her. She might then start thinking about you differently, and it could completely transform the relationship. Make sure, though, that you are not pressuring her into sex when she might not want to do it. You want to mention it, but if she does not seem interested, then back off and wait for her to come to you if she wants to. Make yourself her exciting secret. Girls really, really love it when a guy is their exciting secret. If you are flirting with her in private and telling her how you feel when no one else is around, then it helps to create that secret relationship, which really excites the ladies. You want to become a part of her life and someone that she turns to when she wants to speak to someone. You want to create that close, secret relationship that she just cannot resist being involved in. So, try texting her at night and taking her aside at a party. This will create a secret romance, and she will want to be involved in it all of the time. Encourage flirting over text. The best time to encourage flirting over text is at nighttime. You can message her late at night and start getting flirty. It will really make her feel excited, and well, she's going to think about you in a sexy way. This will help to build up that sexual tension, and when you see each other again in person, she will probably mention sex almost straight away. Flirting over text and sending those dirty, cheeky text messages makes a girl feel like she's in control but also gets her excited for what is to come. So, don't shy away from it. Ask her out. You've put in a lot of hard work, and now is your time to ask her out so that you make your physical moves. You could ask her out over a text message, over the phone, or in person, and at this point, she will be so happy that you have both finally reached this stage. Plan a romantic date. Okay, she said yes. Now, do not drop the ball when it comes to planning the date. You want her to want you sexually, and as I mentioned at the start of the video, girls need an emotional connection and they need trust if they are going to get close to a guy. So, you need to take her on a nice date, and for the first one, it should probably be out for dinner. You can pick a nice restaurant and try to book a table that is in a more private, secluded area so that you guys can both flirt in private, with no one watching you. After the date, you need to continue doing these steps, and eventually, she will not be able to resist any longer, and well, she will really, really want you sexually. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. 11 signs she's playing games and not interested in you, dating advice for guys. Okay, today's video is all about the games that a lady will play if she isn't interested in you, and I have to say, you know what, I'm probably going to regret this whole video because I know there's going to be a little bit of hatred down in the comments section below where some guys will say, Pamela Raquel, I told you so, all women play games. What's the point of dating them? Now, understand this, you even play games too, ladies. Okay, it's one of these things that we all do as human beings to kind of add a slight bit of manipulation to get what we want. So, a girl will play games to 1, get what she wants, and 2, because she knows she can keep playing these games because you don't say anything otherwise. So, these games that I'm going to be talking about involve her pulling back a little bit, so she's still getting all the fun or the goodness from you as boyfriend material, but she's not quite committing to you. So, if you want to know more, don't move an inch. Stay tuned. Ignore what she says and listen to what she does. Now, I want to start off with an example from a recent friend of mine. He was dating a girl, and the girl kept saying to him that she loved him lots and she wanted to make the relationship work, but she just felt a little bit off. Now, this sounds pretty reasonable, she's being honest and she's very open. So, the guy was led to believe that things were okay, they just needed to patch things up a bit, but the love was still there. She would arrange to always go around to the house to see him, but sadly, she never actually turned up on the day. And every time they arranged dates, she was really happy, but then she just decided to hang out with her girlfriends instead. So, we need to look at her actions. I am not going to come around, but she was saying, I will come around. Now, this girl frequently stood him up, would not answer the phone calls. So we need to look at what she says to her actions. So do not let her lead you on if her actions and her words are from two very, very different worlds. So instead of actually paying attention to what she says in person or over the telephone, you need to monitor her actual actions because that's how she truly feels. Now, a lot of guys can fall for this situation because they think, she said something amazing, it means she really does love me. But she's not getting in touch. I wonder what's going wrong. The thing that's going wrong is, she's playing games, my friend. She's not interested, and she isn't taking you seriously, so you need to move on. She never calls or texts you first. If you have noticed that you are the one that's doing all of the initiating of all the conversations, well, buddy, it's a very clear sign that she really is not interested in you. So don't confuse this with the fact that she's texting you back, which means she likes you, and she's answering your calls, which also means that it's okay, because it really isn't. Understand that a woman that is interested will text you first and she will call you first because she wants to maintain that connection. And anything less, well, she's just playing games to keep up appearances, to make you feel that she's interested when really, she's not fully committed. And I mean, this is pretty basic, she knows she doesn't have to make an effort to actually call and text you because you're the one that does all of that for her, and she probably likes it because it's, I guess, stroking her ego. She never takes pictures with you. I am not the type of person who likes to brag about their relationship on Facebook because studies have actually shown that the people that do brag about their new relationships kind of set them up for failure. So 9 times out of 10, these relationships that are bragged about actually break up a lot more quickly than the relationships which aren't a public action. So, there is some truth about when she doesn't want to be seen in a photograph with you. But any girl that isn't proud to take a selfie with you and upload to social media, or even just keep a picture of you two together on her mobile phone, is a girl that really, really doesn't want to have a serious relationship with you. She is always busy. I never truly believe that someone is always so busy that they can't text you back or call you. I mean, the majority of us take our mobile phones with us when we go to the toilet. So, if you have time to be sitting there stationary and scrolling through Reddit, you most definitely have time to text someone back. The real reason why people say they're too busy is because they are not prioritizing your text backs. It's pretty simple. If you ask her to go out on a date, or if you want to Skype each other because obviously lockdown is a thing right now, and she always gives you the excuse of, I'm just so busy, then be honest with yourself. It's a sign she really isn't interested. Now, this is a game because she's just keeping you at the end of this rope but not actually investing in you. So it's very safe to say that, look, some women can be busy, but she has to tell you that she's busy and offers some form of rain check. So if you find that she's always busy, it's because, well, she's probably busy with somebody else instead of you. Her girlfriends are very much high priority. Friends are so important when you start to invest in a long-term relationship because otherwise, you just end up spending all of your time together with your partner, and you miss out on everyone else that used to be in your life. So, signs that you are being played is that a girl keeps you at arm's length but she always chooses her girlfriends over you. You are literally low priority. So, if you can say that over 50% of the time she spends more time with them over you, well, it's safe to say that you really are not that important to her. She only calls you when she wants something. This one's pretty easy to understand, now isn't it? If she seems to message you first or call you first to get some advice, or some help with a project, or for you to simply come around and do something, for example, open up jars, fix bathroom mirrors, whatever it may be, she's using you for free, instead of actual boyfriend material. So, you would agree that this is very easy to spot, right? But here we go. Unfortunately, guys seem to think that just by being lovely and nice and honoring every request that a girl makes, that means he's a very good boyfriend. They wouldn't want to say no to her requests in case she turns around and says, "You are a bad person, I don't deserve you." But you need to take a look at this from a pragmatic view. She is using you for her own gain. She is genuinely just asking you to do things for her, without giving you anything back. She always cancels plans. Life happens, okay? Sometimes, girls will cancel a couple of days before the date, and sometimes, girls will even cancel on the actual day of the date because something big happened that they could not avoid. But the importance here is to decide, is she playing games based on the excuse she actually gives you? Now, if you find that she is constantly canceling on you and gives you a very poor apology, well, it's clear to say she's definitely not interested. However, if she cancels and apologizes, and then offers an alternative day of when she's available, well, this is behavior that you expect from a good girlfriend. And anything less is truly just keeping you around for the sake of it, for whatever gain you are providing to her. You noticed a change in her personality. This is very common. That if a girl gets irritated by her boyfriend, she shuts down, and she doesn't want to communicate with him, but when they go out in public, she's gone from being very cold to being very warm. So she's keeping up appearances around people so that everyone else feels that she is in a good relationship with you. She's putting up this false bravado of being a loving, committed girlfriend, which probably leaves you feeling, WTF? Now, this is a textbook game of playing. She doesn't have the stereotypical balls to end things with you, however, she's very bothered about how people see her in the relationship. Therefore, she would do whatever she feels is necessary to make people feel that you guys have a good relationship. But it's a bad game. Get rid of her. She takes forever to get back to you. We have our phones literally at arm's reach every single day. So, never believe it when a girl says that, "You know, I've just been so busy I didn't have my phone on me." Obviously, we're not including work time right now, or when she's, you know, in the shower. But I'm talking about when you feel that it takes her longer than it should to text you back, or forever to answer your calls. This is because she really isn't putting you on that high priority level. When the two of you are together, if you notice she's always next to her phone and she's pretty quick to respond to her friends in your presence, or take this from me, she really is not interested in communicating with you, which is why it takes ages for her to get back to you because she's got a million other things that she would much rather do. She says that she needs to figure out what she wants. Going back to the example of my friend from the start of this video, the girl specified that she needed time to figure out what it was that she wanted, and that is a perfectly good thing to say. But my friend should have said to her, "Okay, that's fine, you go have that time, go do what you want. I'm not happy with giving you this space, but I know it's important. But you need to go and do that, and get back in touch with me when you feel okay. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna go get on with my life and pretend that I'm a single guy, because you've essentially created that distance between us." Now, by doing this gives the chance for her to say, "You know what, I feel pretty sad at the thought of you dating someone else. Let me step up my game and we will make sure this relationship works out." Or if she just agrees and says, "Okay, that's fine," well, that's a pretty good sign that she was just using you all along. She tells you that you are just her friend. Sadly, a lot of guys find themselves in this situation. They feel like they're in a good relationship. He probably goes to people and says, "I don't know what's going on, she treats me like her boyfriend, and I treat her like my girlfriend. We do all these amazing relationship things, but she still says that we are friends. What do I do from here?" Now, the fact that you are questioning what to do is a bit of an alarm bell ringer. You need to understand that obviously, she does not want to give you the full version of herself, so you need to drop her like it's hot because she's playing games. She's keeping you around forever because of those boyfriend benefits that you provide to her, but because she's not willing to invest fully into the relationship, and you've not said anything otherwise, therefore she's going to keep playing this game and taking you for granted because, well, you aren't really respecting yourself. So get out of this situation. And it sucks because you feel that you are in an amazing relationship, yet there's something just a little bit off, and you just want her to admit that you guys are in a proper couple. But this situation is tough, it's very tough, but the only thing that you can do really is walk away. And it's gonna feel like you are actually breaking up with her, and you're gonna have to start getting over her. But I promise, would you much rather stay with a girl that just says that you guys are friends and uses you, or would you rather date a girl who is happy to show you off to the world? Well, I know which one I would choose. I am fresh out of tips, but if you do want some more, then don't worry, there are some videos here next to my head. Go click on these because I really think you will like them. All you have to do now is tell me how much you enjoyed the video, give me a huge thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe, stay happy, bye.